Okay, hello my darlings, it's Michaela. So I wanted to make a quick video about how to stop snacking. And so there are really 6 things that I'd like to say about it. Number 1, eating fruits and veggies and kind of rationalizing that they're not really food, like they're not food that is detrimental to the effort. And the thing that I want to say is that first off, fruits and vegetables are not created equal. Fruit has infinitely more carbohydrates. Fruit tends to be a very simple way, a very fast way to get simple sugars. Generally, the more fruit we eat, the more fruit we want to eat. And then additionally, both with fruits and vegetables, vegetables tend to have less calories, less carbohydrates, debatably more fiber. But the truth with both of them is that they may fill you up momentarily and then they leave you wanting. So in some respects, they're kind of useless on their own, especially vegetables. Fruit tends to feel more satisfying, but we still need to eat soon after. So at any rate, they're great with other things, but not alone. So just don't fool yourself thinking that like this is kind of like free food, because there's no such thing. Number 2 is drinking water. So thirst will often mimic hunger. I actually just made a video recently, I'll link it in the description below, about why you should drink more water, how water affects weight loss, in addition to this element, basically dealing with thirst and reducing hunger naturally. All right, so please check that out in the description. Number 3 is getting full at your meal. And so often, myself included, we can kind of have this, lose the battle or win the battle, lose the war situation where we think like, well, I want to lose weight, so let me just eat as little as possible. And the truth is what ends up happening often is that we're hungry soon after. And then we feel like we kind of deprived ourselves a bit. And then we really want the fucking cookies. Like we really want the chips or whatever we've been telling ourselves to not have. So getting full on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 is Thanksgiving dinner, 7 is a great mark to hit. And that's like, I have had enough. And what I just want to say also, if that's worrisome to you, if that's anxiety producing, just make sure at least one of your meals every day hits that mark. All right? Potentially, especially the one that you tend to snack around the most. Number 4 is using apple cider vinegar with water and stevia. This is a natural appetite suppressant. It rocks. I push this on my fat burners all the time. I use it every day before I eat. It's really helpful to regulate blood sugar, so it helps keep insulin levels lower when you do eat. It's awesome. And then basically it squashes hunger on contact. So if it's an hour or whatever away from your next meal and you're like, oh man, I'm hungry, please check this out. So 1 to 2 tablespoons, and really 2 tablespoons is kind of ideal. And any amount of water that you decide seems great. Stevia will just make it a little sweeter. It literally tastes like sweet apple cider. It's awesome. Number 5 is keeping your eyes on the prize. And this is something where basically, you're probably eating deliberately for a reason. And when you are, it's so much easier to stick with your commitment when you remind yourself of why you're doing this in the first place. So food is always going to be delicious, but based on the decisions that you make, moment by moment, honestly, we're not robots. But if it's oh my God, it's 2 a.m. and I'm totally thinking about chocolate and peanut butter, it's this is gonna mess up my day tomorrow. It's gonna make me feel regretful, and it's gonna move me further away from the shape that feels and looks best to me. So keeping focused on why you're doing this, focused on your goals, focused on the ultimate result you want, makes making supportive decisions so much easier. And then the last thing I want to say, which is generally the moral of the story here, is that when you're in a fat burning mode, it's so much easier not to snack. Fat burners do not snack. And a big reason why is because we are less hungry and we don't have cravings. And the thing that's really awesome about that is that that just makes not doing things that are unsupportive in this effort really easy. All right, so should that be curious to you, please check out Unbound Fit Found in the description, the link in the description. Check out Fat Burning Pro, check out the 5 parts of fat burning, check out the 5 steps that we go through in Fat Burning Pro. Get familiar if you're yet to be. The whole thing is that being in a mode of fat burning makes life easier, but it certainly makes weight loss easier. And with that, it's like you're just set up for success exponentially more. All right, that's it. I hope that was super freaking useful. Please be in touch for any reason. Love to all, and until next time.